Hey guys, so today I'm going to give you some of my healthy eating tips. First, I'm going to talk about eating healthy on a budget, and then the second part, I will talk more about tips about eating healthy in your home and how to make you more apt to reach for your healthy foods over your unhealthy foods. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Number one is you need to realize that you are now going to probably shop at more than one place. I realize that those that may live in smaller towns or in the country, that they may not have a lot of choices. So hopefully wherever it is that you will be shopping for healthier foods, you have a large choice to choose from. But for those that are in the suburbs like me, there are a ton of grocery stores surrounding me. And I know even so that even if you live in the suburbs and you have a lot of choices, that if you're eating processed foods and boxed foods, you tend to still probably only shop at one place for most of your stuff. Or possibly you have a Costco or a Sam's Club membership and then everything else you shop at one store. So maybe you have two stores that you shop at. But now you kind of need to get in the mindset that you will probably have to shop at three, for at least for us, it's about 3 different places a month. So that is tip number one. Number two is you need to budget your entire monthly spending. If you're really looking at eating healthy on a budget, you need to know what you can spend going into the store. So you need to sit down, look at what all of your bills are every month and figure out what exactly you really do have to spend, because if you go into a store not knowing how much you have, it can turn out being very bad. Number three is that you are going to need to shop more than once a month. Because you're going to be buying a lot of fruits and vegetables, you no longer will be able to just shop once a month because they go bad so quickly. So you need to shop for less at a time and then shop more frequently. I know for us it's probably about 3 times a month that we go shopping, but then we go probably once a week for the certain things that we use a lot. So things like Greek yogurt is something that we eat a lot of. So it will be different for each person and each family, but depending on what it is that you go through the fastest, you will probably need to pick up some things every single week, and then other things you'll just do on those main shopping trips that you do throughout the month. Number four is if you really are on a budget, then you need to know what you really should buy organic and what you shouldn't. There's something called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. I will go ahead and link that below, but there are certain fruits and vegetables that are really not as big of a deal if you don't buy organic. If you can afford to buy all organic, then by all means do it. But if you can't, then definitely look at this list and figure out what is most important to buy organic and what isn't, because there are certain things that don't have many pesticides put on them, and so it's okay not to buy organic. Number five, and this is one that personally we don't really do but probably should do, I just don't have the patience for it, is couponing. So yeah, definitely look at your coupons for stores in your area and buy, fruits and vegetables with coupons, because those are probably one of the more expensive parts of shopping and eating healthy. So definitely look at your coupons and use them. Number one, ease yourself into eating healthy. You need to realize that if you are currently eating Taco Bell and McDonald's and Oreos and whatever it is that you're currently eating that's processed and super unhealthy, that it is going to be almost impossible for you to go right from that to eating super healthy and eating all these weird foods, because there are a lot of strange foods in the healthy eating world. So definitely you need to ease yourself into it. The way that we did it is I spent a good 2 weeks probably looking up recipes online for kind of substitutes for some well-known dishes. So for instance, potato soup, and then chili, like things like that. I looked for extremely healthy versions of those foods that I could make myself, but I wouldn't be too scared to try. So that is one thing that I think is a big tip that people need to consider, is looking at healthier alternatives to foods that you are already familiar with. Number two is to cut up and wash all your fruit. I know this can be a pain in the butt because whether you have kids when you're going out shopping, it's just the two of you, or you're by yourself, we all are just kind of annoyed with food and just want to get it put away in the fridge and go lay down and just, veg out, do whatever. But you really do need to kind of have the mindset that as soon as you get home, you're going to cut up all your fruits and vegetables and put them away. Because a big reason that a lot of your fruits and vegetables will go bad is because you don't, you're looking at it the next day and you're like, well, that's not ready to eat yet, that's not ready to eat yet. And then it just sits there and it sits there and it goes bad, and then you waste all this money on this food. So as soon as you get home, cut up your fruit, cut up your vegetables, clean it all and put it all away and containers so that it's easy to grab and you're more apt to reach for it. Number 3 is to always have fruit on hand. I know sweets is something that a lot of people have issues with when they're trying to eat healthy because they just, they want a piece of cheesecake, they want a cupcake, whatever. Fruit is very, very sugary. There's a lot of sugar in it. So definitely have that in arm's reach. That's why we have a lot of clementines all the time, because it's easy, they're super simple to peel, and you can just quickly get that sugar craving out of your system, so you don't have to worry about it. So definitely always have easy to eat fruit on hand. So if you're ever having a sugar craving, you can just pick a couple strawberries or a couple raspberries or a clementine of some sort and eat it, and then hopefully your sugar craving will go away. Number 4 is for any type of family or couple, or if you're on your own, is to make a mass amount of the food and freeze. Definitely this is a big point for when you're eating healthy, because it's hard, because eating healthy requires a lot of cooking. You have to constantly be cooking, and that can be kind of a turn off to eating healthy, because you have to sit there and you have to cook everything before you make it, and it takes a lot longer than just popping in a TV dinner, popping in a frozen pizza, which is why processed foods are a lot more alluring to people, because it's simple and they don't have to wait. So definitely make things in mass. Have a certain night that you are going to just cook and freeze it all. This is great, because then on nights that you're in a rush, you can just quickly thaw it and cook it and eat, and then you can take it out the night before to have it for your lunch the next day at work. So definitely that is a big key to eating healthy, is finding recipes that can be frozen and that you can just easily make mass amounts and have it throughout the week or the next couple of weeks. Number 5, going along with easing yourself into food, is that blogs are your best friend. You need to find healthy eating blogs, because these are the people that have already done all the dirty work for you and found all those healthier versions of well-known foods for you to make. So definitely go online, search some of like if you just search healthy food eating blog, you'll find a bunch. I will link some of my favorites down below for you guys to check out. Number 6 is to get your family involved. This is a big and very important one, because it's going to be really, really hard for you to eat healthy if those around you aren't on board with it. So definitely talk to your spouse, your kids, your roommates, see if they would be on board for trying to change this lifestyle, because I can tell you, if you sit down with your celery stick and next to you your husband is eating a piece of chocolate cake, you're not going to want your celery stick anymore. And I don't even like celery sticks, I never have, so I just use them to cook stuff with. But as an example, even if you sit down with your strawberries, you'd much rather eat that piece of chocolate cake than have your strawberry. So definitely talk to your family, see if they'd be willing to help you cook, so it can, get your family involved, because it's going to be very difficult for you to stay on track if those around you are not also changing their lifestyle as well. Number 7 is probably the most obvious, and that is to get rid of the bad food. I know Ryan and I personally have a few different things, but depending on the type of person you are, whether it will be too tempting for you to always reach for that or not, if you are the type of person that would always reach for the unhealthy, then definitely just get rid of it. And if you're already changing your lifestyle, don't leave it there, because you know that it's just gonna go bad anyway. So definitely go through your cabinets as soon as you get your healthy food and just throw it all away. Number 8 is to make your cabinets and refrigerator enticing to pull from. If you have a really dirty fridge or really messy cabinets, you are going to have a much less chance of feeling the want to make something healthy. So definitely make your cabinets and your refrigerator enticing to pull things from, so that you are more apt to want to cook and want to pull out those healthy foods. So my last tip for you guys is not really a tip, but more of a statement, and that is that you guys need to be aware that this is not just some kind of diet that lasts 2 weeks. It is a lifestyle change. If you're planning on eating healthy, you need to keep in mind that it's your lifestyle that's completely changing. It's not just this short little diet that you're doing for 2 weeks to a month. It's something that you are really wanting to change about your lifestyle, and it's going to stay that way. So definitely do your research, find out how more about eating healthy and different foods and stuff like that. But definitely keep in mind that you're changing your life, not just a moment in your life. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.